Hey everyone, this is Julian from the Binary Lab, and in this video I want to talk about the topic of the reverse of losing. So what is the reverse of losing? The reverse of losing is obviously winning. Okay, so the reason why I want to talk about this topic is because I believe, and in fact let me ask you this question. Alright, when you were trading binary options, have you ever experienced a time when you were so sure that this trade, looking at all the indicators, depending what indicators you use, uh, maybe a lot of your indicators are telling you that this trade is so extremely overbought, or this current setup is so extremely oversold that the only way, and in fact the or rather should I say the reverse is imminent. However, as things turned out, you felt that that wasn't the right decision, and 5, 10, 15 minutes later, you'll still continue to watch this pair go against you to become even more overbought, even more overbought, or even more oversold, even more oversold. And looking back, when you are now probably in a position where you're just trying to break even a few bad decisions along the way, you realize that you totally missed out 10, 15, 20 opportunities to basically go with the direction of the markets. So today, my friends, I want to share with you, the concept of doing a little bit of reverse psychology for markets. So it doesn't matter whether you are a trend follower or a reversals trader. In fact, I'm interested to know what kind of trader you are. So if you are a trend follower, comment beneath this video. If you're a reversal trader, comment beneath this video as well. I want to hear from you. I want to see how many types of you are there out there. Now, I know that reversal trading is probably the most common way that most binary options traders trade. And I know this because when I look at the traders sentiment index, okay, depending on the broker that you're with, many a time there's a bar on the left side or on the right side, and this bar, would oscillate between, having more of it being green and more of it being red, to show that more people are being either bullish or bearish about the markets. Have you seen that? Okay, so many of the brokers have that, and many a time you can see that in a very strong uptrend, the trader sentiment index is probably going to be bearish, especially if you're in turbo trades. We do know that people in the longer time frame trades, people doing the binary option may be choosing a totally different way than from the turbo traders, because with the longer time frame, what they want is the big movements. Now, the next thing I want to share with you is that, or rather, I want to ask you as well, because how many of you came into binary options trading because you probably came across some manual or guidebook on the internet that was probably given for free with a deposit somewhere, and it could be, I mean, back in the days when I started out, there wasn't all the bots and robots. In fact, when I started binary options, it was during the era of what was it called? I know the website was something like MYRABC. It's like my binary code or something along those lines, and there were a lot of manuals out there like binary bully, that and a couple other things that I at the time bought into, and only to when I bought into these expecting that I was going to learn the holy grail of how to trade binary options, only to find a very simplified instruction to say that the trend is your friend, and if you identify the trend, you just take a trade in the direction of the trend, and you'll be fine. All right. If it doesn't work out, you try it again. So, how many of you out there watching this video have basically been trying to follow the trend and fail? All right. How many of you out there have been trying to go against the trend and fail? When I say fail, I mean failing a majority of the time. Obviously, we know that if we can spot, a good setup, there are indeed good setups that work in our favor from the very start of the trade to the end of the trade. But most of the time, trading is a mix of winnings and losses. However, then becomes a problem when you are losing more than you win. Okay, and you're getting what is called a negative probability. And if you have been trading forex before, how many of you actually traded forex before binary options? Anyone? Like, just comment beneath this video. There's no hands up feature. I can't see those hands. But if if you've been trading forex before this, comment beneath this video, because a lot of the forex robots in the past, like trade copiers, they have a feature known as the reverse feature. So reverse basically makes every call a put and makes every put a call, on the assumption that most strategies ultimately fail, and if they were to fail, why not go the reverse way to make it profitable? Or rather, by going reverse psychology with something that is failing, we can make it profitable. Okay, so today I want to basically challenge you to look at things in reverse. Like I shared with you, I've been trying to experiment, and I've been getting very interesting results. And I find that going against what I usually believe, I know it's counterintuitive, and this counterintuitivity even makes it hard for me to execute these trades on my live account as well. So if that is the case with you, by all means, try this out on demo. There's so many demo accounts that you can get, and in fact, you can look for some of my demo account recommendations down beneath this video as well. And sometimes if it feels so uncomfortable to try these trades even after demoing them, by all means, if that's the case, start a different account. So let's say if you like a platform already and you wish to stay with that platform, then why don't you try having a separate account, maybe using your wife's name, your husband's name, one of your siblings' name or parents' name, and have that other account with the same broker. And the reason for that is something very, very interesting, because when you establish that, with this new account, I'm going to be trying different things than the original account, you're going to find that for some reason, one of the accounts is going to be performing better, if not dramatically better. And the reason for that is because one of the accounts that you've been building for so long has you locked into thinking that this account has been built through what they call blood, sweat, and tears over a long period of time, using a strategy that I may be winning a comfortable rate, but at the same time also putting me a lot of stress. So for all that heartache and torment, I'm going to be trading this account only a certain way. But with the account, which is, I recommend, like I said, if this is your problem, do it on a different account. Start small. All right, how small is small? It depends. And I recommend, like, if you watch my previous video about this limiting belief, in this other account that you will start, you can put in $100, $200, $500, or it depends on what's nothing to you, or rather what you're willing to so-called your play money, what's disposable, like maybe one night's drinking money. You just put one night's drinking money there. Well, what's the big deal? If you mess it up, you won't get to drink. But what I'm telling you to do, or what I'm suggesting to you, is that with this beer money account, you're actually able to experiment a lot of concepts that you may not have dared to do so on your main account. And it's interesting because when I tried this out as well, like I mentioned in my previous video, I was able to grow my wife's account from 109 to 249 within like 2 sittings. Okay, like the first doubling of it came within 1 hour, and then over just 2 other trades, I've taken that from where it was at 213 to 249. And I'm thinking that if I keep this up, this could be a lot more. And the funny thing is that when I go back to my main account, it just doesn't work that way. Mental block, stigma, whatever it is, if you know what I'm talking about, comment beneath this video. Ain't it so funny why that happens? I don't know why that happens, but it just does. So just try this out. All right, like I said, reverse what is known to you, experiment it on demo, And when you feel like you're willing to try, and if you're finding that you're doing so well on demo, but you just cannot execute it on your main account, then by all means take my suggestion, open another account, at a similar type broker, or perhaps even at the same broker using your spouse's name, whatever, parent, child, whatever, and try it out, cut your reins loose, run with it, and like I said, because that's probably beer money. I mean, it depends on what beer money is to you. For some people, it's a smaller sum. For some people, it's a big sum. Because I do know that we do have some people on this channel. Beer money to them could be $1,000, $5,000 a night. But if that's so called disposable to you, then try this out. Because with this other account, I want to share with you that if you just take my beginning example, all right, my beginning example where I said that, have you been in a situation when you have been trying to go, for a trade when it's so terribly overbought, so terribly oversold, only to find that for the next 10-15 minutes, it's still continuing to climb against you or to drop against you. And when you look in reverse, for that one opportunity that you've been camping for, you could have, for even a similar risk, been able to take multiple entries. You could have gone 10 times in profitability had you only taken the reverse approach in your trading. So it's not about trading big, although I mentioned to you that in this other account where I'm trading my wife's account, I'm doing like 10-20% trades, 25% trades. But it could even be 5% trades, it could even be 2% trades. But you find that, hey, it's actually ridiculously profitable sometimes just to experiment a different way. So if you're a reversal trader and you're not making it, try trend following. If you are a trend following trader but not making it, why not try reversals? So I encourage you to try this out and let me know the results beneath this video. And if anything in this video made sense to you, comment beneath this video as well, because I'd like to hear from you. If you found this useful, like and share this video. And if you're interested in joining the community of traders that I run, known as the Binary Lab, where you can actually share your experiences day to day, even discuss live trades with other members around the world in this group through our traders chat, and even share your journals, your trading journals about what you found out. And and let's say if you just want an organized way of putting putting to a very good use those screenshots of the winning and losing trades that you've made, the forum is welcome for you as well, plus the daily live webinars too. So check that out. If you're not already in Binary Lab, you may be interested to check out the link beneath this video is theBinaryLab.net/sign-up. And once again, if you're looking to open a demo account, or let's say if you're looking to open another beer money account, all right, I have some great brokers recommendations for you down beneath this video as well. Check those out, and I hope this video finds you well. I'm Julian Wong from the Binary Lab. Good trading. Bye bye.